from Illinois, whose record is not all that intelligible to us. Don't know that much about him. We'll show you the judges later on as the fight progresses toward the decision.
In spite of all the work that Hopkins has done with Mackie Shilstone, the great conditioning coach, it seemed to me at the end of the last round, when they were both flurrying, Hopkins' old, tired arms were just unable to keep up with Calzaghe's.
Well, you made the point that you thought maybe Hopkins took a long rest after the low blow to recover a bit from the exertion of the fight. Mackie Shilstone has a tremendous record in having conditioned fighters for special challenges, including helping Bernard Hopkins become a light heavyweight to fight Antonio Tarver.
He's did a fantastic job with all of the fighters he worked with. And to me, one of his masterpieces, though, aside from the Michael Spinks, preparing him to win the title from Larry Holmes, was Roy Jones, moving way up to heavyweight, where he looked very good and natural.
That time, Calzaghe backed Hopkins off in an exchange of flurries.
You know, and subtly, Calzaghe has been able to force Hopkins to fight more of his fight, flurrying with Calzaghe with his back against the ropes.
All right, stop. Come on, let's go.
Chopping left hand by Calzaghe. Now, Hopkins is claiming another low blow, but Cortez didn't see it.
Let's go, Bernard. Come on, let's go. No, you need to go. Let's go, come on.
Hopkins claiming he was hit in the cup. Cortez didn't see it. Consequently, there'll be no penalty. Cortez says go right ahead and fight.
But might there be retaliation?
Hopkins trying to retaliate with his big right hand.
Look. Come on, let me hit you over the head. Let's go.
If they want to trade, Calzaghe will land more. It's as simple as that.
Calzaghe's rhythm and timing is just too much for Bernard.
Fucking let me left it for. Did he cheat him, man? Fucking cheat my ass! Don't worry about the cheating, what he's doing. What the fuck are you doing? What do you think? You should have done a long time ago. That's all you want to do. Why leave it to round 11? I remember water walk. I remember water's empty. The what? Fucking, I guess a fucking water. Fucking, don't get it. It's out. It's over. You don't win this round. It's fucking over. You got to stop him. You got to stop him.
Now here. Go out there and own the guy.
Finish strong, win the fight.
All right, go out there.
You winning the fight.
Now let's finish strong. Let's finish strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Round 12 begins. Freddie Roach urging Hopkins to finish strong. Enzo Calzaghe with a flurry of F-bombs for his son.
You know, but in the corners, Hopkins' corner feels he's ahead, and Calzaghe's corner seems to feel Calzaghe's behind, saying that he needs a knockout.
I heard Leon Tabbs tell Bernard clearly that he's winning the fight.
Yep.
Which was surprising to me.
You never know whether he means it. You know, with an older fighter like Bernard, wouldn't you say that anyway, simply to keep him motivated and keep him going? And I think in the case of Enzo Calzaghe, he's trying to urgently whip his fighter into continuing to throw, continuing to let his energy flow.
I would tell Bernard, every punch you throw with full power. You know, because you're not going to want to run it to see whether he wins it. I would tell him that he should go with full power on any punch that he throws.
It certainly would seem that if somebody needs a knockout, it's Hopkins.
Well, again, those early swing rounds, depending on whose favor they go in, might determine the fight.
Good left hand by Calzaghe. Hopkins comes back with his arms windmilling.
And speaking of swing rounds, here we are in the final one, and they're both fighting hard.
As I always say, the Nevada judges consistently like guys who force a fight, push action. That's how you had the controversy with Trinidad when they fought with Oscar, and always throughout history. So, according to the way they score, I would have Calzaghe winning according to Nevada's scoring system.
It was a given when you compare their styles that Calzaghe would be the aggressor. The only question was whether Hopkins' counter-aggression would befuddle him and ultimately upend him. It certainly looked in the first few rounds as though it was more than possible. But then Calzaghe got his rhythm going in the middle rounds.
That knockdown in round one scored by Hopkins also seems to loom large at the moment.
Indeed. As does the fact that no point was ever deducted for the 2 times that the fight was stopped because of low blows by Calzaghe. And incidentally, it's Hopkins who came in with the low blow reputation.
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
The predator in this fight is definitely Calzaghe. He set the tempo all the way.
Joe Calzaghe with a professional record of 44 wins, no losses. 18 years since the last time he lost a fight as an amateur. Bernard Hopkins trying for his 3rd straight win in the light heavyweight division after an epic career as a middleweight. Calzaghe chasing Hopkins down the stretch. Hopkins holding on as the seconds tick away. And they fight past the bell. Letterman, what's your final scorecard,
You know, Jim, I'll tell you something. In my eyes, it wasn't a tough fight to score. I mean, I saw the monstrous Bernard Hopkins right hand in the 1st round. But after that, I mean, Joe Calzaghe was all over him. 9 rounds to 3, 116, 111, Joe Calzaghe.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of the Planet Hollywood Resort Casino of Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. Adelaide Bird scores at 114, 113 for Bernard Hopkins. Ted Gimza scores at 115 to 112 for Joe Calzaghe. Chuck Champa scores it 116 to 111 to the winner by split decision from Newbridge Wells, still undefeated, and now recognized by Ring Magazine as the new linear light heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Calzaghe.
Bernard Hopkins stood next to Michael Buffer during the reading of the scores and projected the look of disbelief as the 3rd score was read, and Calzaghe gets the split decision victory.
Joe Calzaghe sharing a moment. Joe, congratulations. According to CompuBox, you just landed more punches against the great Bernard Hopkins than anyone ever has as a professional. How did you do it?
I don't know. To be honest, I found it really hard tonight. You know, he caught me in the 1st round. I think I slipped, but I had to dig deep. You know, Bernard's a great fighter. I knew that before the fight. He was wild. It was very difficult to pin him down. So I just had to let my punches go. And it was a hard-earned victory. But I just love to say thanks to the fans, all the fans that come and see me. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Joe, it seemed around the 4th round at some point, you started doing your thing where you drop your hands and have that kind of frenetic movement showing that you felt more relaxed. Is that something that you do to psych yourself up, or is that more a reflection of how you're actually feeling at that moment?
I think it's just a reflection of how I'm feeling. You know, obviously I got caught early, so I was a bit wary of his right hand, you know, and he was very defensive, so I just had to be patient. But in the 4th round, I started to loosen up, and I felt I was getting stronger as a fight. I knew it wasn't going to be pretty, but the win's the win, and I thank God, and thanks so much. I'm so happy, so happy.
Bernard, impressive for 43 years old, or any age, but you did seem to slow down a bit in the middle rounds. Did you feel your age tonight at all?
No, I was just pacing myself for the long haul. I mean, I had him down early in the round. I knew I was busting him up. And I was just doing what Freddie Roach told me. Just take him into deep water, pick him off when I want to, and let him run into the shots because he come straight forward. I mean, it's clear that the world know and the fans know, other than the Brits, know I won this fight. And I made it look slightly easy, but look at my face. I'm not bruised up. I don't have a bruise. I bust him up. I hit him with short right hands, and I control the pace like a true veteran.